We begin with that guilty plea from Rick Gates. Let's bring in Natasha Fatah with this breaking news. Natasha, what do we know?
John, we're hearing from multiple sources out of the United States, including the Associated Press, that are saying that Rick Gates is pleading guilty on some of the charges that have been brought against him in the investigation that's being led by Special Counsel Robert Mueller. Specifically, he has pleaded guilty to federal conspiracy and false statement charges in that special investigation. Now, we know that yesterday, both Rick Gates and his former colleague, Paul Manafort, both of them former advisors to the campaign of Donald Trump, were indicted with a new set of charges, 32 charges, which included money laundering, tax evasion, and also fraudulent use of money and property to secure $20 million worth of loans. It is widely believed, we had been reporting all day, that Rick Gates was going to plead guilty to some of the charges so that he could then negotiate with the Mueller team and that investigation to potentially put pressure on Manafort, because of course they were co-defendants. This completely changes how things will move forward for them. This is also linked back to the fact that both of these men were charged back in October. Again, many of these charges were related to their financial dealings, specifically with having overseas bank accounts and working with the Soviet bloc, including Ukraine. But none of these charges are linked directly to the Trump campaign and the larger part of the investigation, which is about whether the Trump campaign in 2016 was colluding with Russian authorities to affect the outcome of the presidential election. But this is all building. So there's a number of ways this could go forward. This could be very bad news for Manafort, or it could potentially put Manafort in a situation where he then has to go on side with Rick Gates, his former colleague, also get on side with the Mueller investigation, plead guilty to some of the charges that are being presented against him, and that then puts all the more pressure on Donald Trump and his administration. Fast-moving story, John. We're trying to get more details. We'll let you know as soon as we have them.
Thanks for this breaking news, Natasha.
You're welcome.